What's up, guys? It's your boy Anime Boom, and I am back for another video. And now that Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has just released this most recent chapter, there are a lot of powerful characters. And I've been thinking, who is the top character at the moment? So let's get right into it. We're going to go through a few characters, and I'm going to tell you at the moment who is the most powerful character in Boruto. Let's go. Okay, to start it off, the humanoid ten-tail creatures, the new villains of the Boruto manga, and man, these guys are pretty powerful so far. I'm not sure where I would put them, but from their feats alone, we've seen them. They kicked Kawaki across the Hidden Leaf Village. That was pretty crazy. I was like, dang, that they did Kawaki like that, and Kawaki's pretty powerful. You got the one that looks like Sasuke, he was keeping up with Boruto in that different dimension. That also was like, okay, so these guys are already stronger than Code. They are already stronger than Delta and all of that. They've already stronger than Naruto and Sasuke before, they lost their powers and stuff. Maybe Barnyamo and Naruto could keep up with these guys, but I think they said even Code, the latest version of Code, could beat Baryon Mode Naruto. So that would make these characters stronger than Baryon Mode Naruto. It's just they all over the place. They're pretty powerful. And I still think there's a gap between the leader, the one that kind of looks like Jigen and Pain and stuff, and the ones that look like Sasuke and the Hidden Leaf Village ninjas. I'm ready to see what like the leader of the Ten Tails group can do, but they are for sure up there as one of the top characters. They have to be in that debate. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts on everybody at the end of the video, but for now they're up there. They're pretty powerful, and if we're gonna just talk about one of them in the group, we'll talk about the leader because he's the one that showed the most potential. The way he just beat up Kawaki was pretty bad, and I'm pretty sure in the next chapter it's gonna be even worse. He's going to whoop Kawaki. So let's get into the next character. I've said everything I need to say about them, and yes, let's continue. Okay, Himawari. Now this one is maybe too recent. I know this just happened, but it's looking like Himawari may have the nine tails, and that's Naruto's nine tails. So everything Naruto accomplished could be passed down to Himawari, and she also has the Hyuga's abilities, and she has the Otsutsuki abilities from the one that lived on the moon and all of that. It's like, yo, there's so much potential for her and Boruto. They have so many powers and stuff. So yeah, there's just a lot of potential. We right now we know Himawari's not on, the top characters levels, but you never know. Maybe the next chapter her full potential gets unlocked. I wouldn't like that, but they could just write that into the story. They need these characters to get pretty powerful pretty fast. You see what they did with Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan. It was like, that was quick. That was quick and kind of lazy, but it could happen. Maybe Himawari does get her powers from Naruto's side or Hinata's side. They're both pretty powerful clans, so I can see it happening. I don't think she's stronger than the Ten Tails, the humanoid Ten Tails, and I also don't think she's on the same level as Boruto at the moment. But she could. The sky's the limit. That's what I'll say. The sky is the limit, and yes, anything can happen. So let's go on to the next person, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts where she is placed at the end of this video. But now Himawari's on the list. Very important character at the moment. And I got another video coming out. It's talking about how Himawari could become the main character of Boruto. So go check that out and let's continue. Okay, Kawaki. Now this one is interesting because man, I do not know what Kawaki's level of power is at the moment because we seen Boruto and Kawaki transform into their Otsutsuki forms, and we seen them fight each other. And Boruto would have won. It's just he took control of Momoshiki and let Kawaki kill him. That's how I think the fight would have went, but Kawaki won the fight, but Boruto I think would have won if he just let Momoshiki take over. And if Kawaki comes back with his Otsutsuki form, that will put him up there as one of the top characters. He probably can beat a few of those humanoid ten tail villains, the ones we got at the moment. But he hasn't used his Otsutsuki form yet, and Boruto has not used his Otsutsuki form yet. So they're just using their normal forms at the moment, and we seen from this last chapter that we are eventually going to get the Otsutsuki forms back because the normal forms ain't working anymore. We've seen it. Boruto was barely keeping up with these new threats, and Kawaki, he got beat up by these new enemies and stuff. So I'm thinking we're eventually gonna get these Otsutsuki forms soon, and we're gonna see Boruto and Kawaki's full potential. They might even have new forms because we know Sasuke and Naruto. We thought at one point that we seen their final forms in Kid Naruto, but then you get to Shippuden and they have a whole new set of new forms. So yes, I'm excited to see what Kawaki does. I think he's up there as one of the strongest characters. So let's continue to the other characters, and then we're gonna get to the final part, comparing every single character. Like I said, but Kawaki has a good chance at being the strongest character. I really feel that way. Damon. Now this one, dang, what Damon did to Cole was embarrassing. He did this before the time skip, so I think that already puts him in that same level as adult Boruto. I already think that puts him in that level because adult Boruto and Damon both just destroyed Cole. They made him look like a joke. He was gone, and I think that took Cole out of this conversation. I'm not even gonna mention Cole because Cole just gets beat up by every single character and he runs away from every single character. So Cole is out, but Damon has to be in that conversation. We have not seen Damon really get beat up yet. I don't think any character has touched him yet. It's like there's no point in him being in the story because he's just gonna beat you up. He destroyed Cole. Cole got a brand new form, and Damon was so much stronger than him. He just destroyed that brand new form. He made it seem like a joke. He beat up Kawaki, so I think that already puts him above Kawaki. And Boruto, we don't know yet, and these new threats we don't know yet. So I'm ready to see where that will lead to. But yeah, Damon's in the conversation, man. He's in the conversation. I'm looking forward to him having another fight. I'm looking forward to seeing him like go to his limits because we have not seen. I don't even think we've seen 2% of his power. He's kind of like the Beerus he's from Dragon Ball. He's like the Beerus of Boruto at the moment. It's because he's like a good guy character that has not showed his true power. And I think we're eventually gonna see it though. He's in the conversation, and I'm ready to see where we rank him at the end of the video. Okay, the final character in this video, Boruto. It ain't really much I have to say. He kept up with the new ten-tail humanoid creatures. He kind of made Kawaki look like a joke. He wasn't even afraid of Kawaki when he pulled up in the Henley village. When he fought Cold, he embarrassed Cold. So I think that already ties him up with 2% Damon. I think that puts him in that same conversation. And him not being afraid of the Ten Tails humanoid creatures, I think that also says a lot too. He wasn't fully afraid of them. So yes, Boruto is also in this conversation. But let's get into the ranking of the characters. So I would say at the least the last spot is Himawari. It's just now we don't know enough yet. She has not showed anything to prove that she's that character. It's based off potential. So maybe if you don't want to have her on this list, it's okay. You can replace her with Code. I think Code will be the 5th spot if you don't want Himawari in the video. But then you got I would say it's Kawaki at the moment. Kawaki gets beat up by everybody. He's kind of look like a joke. I think Cold would be Kawaki. I think Cold might have beat Kawaki, maybe. But even Cold might not be a win against full power Otsutsuki Kawaki. So that's why I'm putting Kawaki's on this list instead of Cold, because I do think he has that Otsutsuki form that's going to surpass a lot of characters. But next you got Boruto. I would say Boruto because he could not beat the ten-tail creatures. He was scared of them, and he did not want them to come out. And yes, I'm gonna put Boruto right here. Then next you got Damon. I think this is just a theory. This ain't even. It ain't. It's nothing I can really go off with this one. I think Damon cannot beat these ten tail characters, and I think we're eventually gonna see Damon fight these characters, and he's gonna lose, and it's gonna be Damon's first loss because these ten tail characters are pretty powerful. They beat up Kawaki easily, and they really didn't show no trouble with Boruto either. So I can see it coming. But tell me how y'all feel about it. Do you think I'm tripping or? Do you think I'm right? And peace out, y'all. Anime Boom Peace.